Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast for some Friday night basketball action here at the 37th Annual Coal Bowl Classic between two local teams, the Riverview Royals and the host Breton Education Centre Bears. My name is Dylan White. Joining me this evening is Alex McLeod. Alex, what's going on?
Oh, Dylan, I'm just very excited. The first time in Coal Bowl history that two local teams will meet in the semifinals, or meet at all for that matter. But what a big game for a first matchup. These two teams have fought hard all year in the local league, and they can put their talents on display for everyone right now.
Riverview definitely the favorites heading into this game. They've won all four meetings, I believe, with the Bears this season.
That's right, 4-0. The last game was very close, came right down the stretch, right down to the end, sorry. And it was Riverview pulling away at the end of that one, but a close game throughout. You expect much of the same here this evening.
And the tip is won by the Royals. It's Kobe Tunnicliffe sending it to the corner to Crocker. Here's Tunnicliffe to Crocker, into the corner to Quirk. 10 on the shot clock. He scripted the ball by Odo, and that'll be called out of bounds. Beck bench had a very good view of that one, as did official Dale Farish.
Three-man officiating crew for this evening's game. It's Dale Farish, Greg Callahan, and Nick Morash, three veteran officials at the Coal Bowl.
Late, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. A good defensive possession to start the game for Breton Education Centre.
Dylan, this atmosphere, probably unlike any I've ever experienced before at Coal Bowl. With the two local teams, you have the huge crowd in favor of the Bears, and then you have that one section of the Riverview faithful.
And this has to be the biggest zoo crew I've ever seen for a Beck game, taking up almost a whole set of bleachers near the far sideline. Here's Mercereau, driving, kicking, Crocker open for three, and he quiets the crowd early on. And this Riverview squad, Alex, just so well balanced. It'll be hard for Beck to stop.
Yeah, like you say, everyone, Crocker, Mercereau, O'Rourke, Tunnicliffe, and Quirk, all capable of having massive games today.
Big answer with the corner three for Morgan McIsaac.
Great to see Morgan back in the lineup. He's dealt with some injury throughout this week. Hopefully he can stay healthy and we can see both teams at their finest tonight, as we're going to get a travel called there. Bears will take possession just over a minute and a half into this one.
Sukasa Akuda setting up the offense for the Bears. Getting the screen from Odo, trying to send it to McIsaac in the corner, but it's a 2-on-1 for the Royals. Tunnicliffe to the hoop and finishes a left-hand layup. 5-3 lead early on for Riverview. Just past the 8-minute mark in this one. Here's Murphy, sizing up the defense, driving, dropping it off for Odo, trying to finish through the contact, but he gets his own board and puts it back.
Back and forth affair here early.
On the wing, Mercereau kicks it out to Quirk. Here's Crocker, pump faking, kicking to Tunnicliffe in the corner. Crocker for three, just short. Another big board from Robert Odo. Murphy bounces it over to Morgan McIsaac. Looking for Akuda in the high post. He kicks it back out. 12 on the shot clock. McIsaac gets an open look and connects from a short corner. Oh, that's going to be a three. 3-point lead for Beck. Very early on in this one. The driving kick from Crocker. Quirk pulls up, And he banks it in for three.
Both teams answering the call here early. Trading buckets here, 8-8. Just over 3 minutes into this one. So we're going to have a blocking call. Are they going to call it in the act? They are going to call it in the act of shooting. As the foul will go against Corson O'Rourke. First personal foul, first team foul of the quarter.
And Alex, Riverview have a very short rotation. How important is it for this starting five to stay out of foul trouble in this one?
Yeah, we've seen Riverview go maybe 6 or 7 deep all week long. They've done a good job not committing early fouls, not sending themselves to the bench. But look for Beck to be aggressive here. Try and get into that 7th, 8th, 9th man of the Royals. Try and exploit some weaknesses there.
Murphy goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Here's Quirk. Kicks it out to Crocker. 10 on the shot clock for Riverview. Quirk makes the extra pass to Tunnicliffe in the corner. And he gives the Royals the lead with that three. Might have put an extra 2 points on the scoreboard there. As Murphy answers. Tie game at 11. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter.
Minor officials for today's game. Nathan Penny, Amy Walzak, and Kayla Walzak, 3 veterans at the table today. Wanted to make sure, you can't have some inexperienced people down there. This is a huge game.
Yeah, they really don't put the minor in minor officials, Alex. They're adults.
They are definitely adults.
Nice pass to Kuda, and he can't get the roll.
Reminder that you can hit us up on Twitter at AskTheCloud24, at Dylan_White, and at Coal Bowl Live. You can also use the hashtag Coal Bowl Classic. Questions, comments, feedback, analysis. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Anything at all, we'd love to hear from you.
There's a nice step back there from Dylan Quirk. Riverview applying some full court pressure. Murphy swings it back out. McIsaac, 8 on the shot clock. Meservey in the high post, spinning into the middle and drawing the foul. And Alex, it's great luxury for the Bears to have someone like Meservey who can get his own shot late in the shot clock like that.
Yeah, Meservey's such an offensive powerhouse. He's a guy you look to. If he doesn't score 30, you're kind of surprised. As early developments here, O'Rourke with his second personal. As it's going to be Ben McDonald checking in for him.
Meservey can't find rim on the first free throw.
Meservey, one of 2 members on the Bears who were a part of that Coal Bowl winning team back in 2016. Himself, as well as Morgan McIsaac, grade 9s that year.
Here's Quirk on the wing. Crosses over. Brings it back out. McDonald, 7 on the shot clock. Crocker, guarded by Meservey. Open for 3 is McDonald, just long. And McIsaac hauls in the rebound. McIsaac crossing over into the paint, stripped of the ball by Mercero. Mercero back out to Crocker on the wing as they swing it around, and he hits a big 3. And you can't give Crocker too much space to shoot, Alex, or he'll make you pay.
And Crocker feeling no nerves early here, embracing the big crowd, wants to be that big-time player. Off to a great start today for Riverview.
Here's Akuda putting up the floater from the elbow, but that can't connect. McDonald able to save that in bounds. Tunnicliffe drives, and he'll be fouled by Meservey. Three and a half minutes remaining here in the first quarter. It's 18-12. What a year. And Greg Campbell will call a timeout before Tunnicliffe can shoot those free throws. And Alex, what do the Bears need to do tonight to sort of close that gap that's been between these two teams all season?
It seems like Crocker is hot right now. You want to make sure that he's your first option to shut down. Maybe you don't be ready to help whoever's guarding him. Trying to stay a little bit closer, not play as much help defense. Try to let somebody else beat you. But as we said earlier, the Royals with so many options, it's hard to. You focus on one guy, another guy's going to step up. Maybe see the Bears come out maybe in a little junk press. See if they can get some quick turnovers here, get the crowd back involved, try to get an early lead here going into the second quarter.
And when we resume play, it'll be 2 free throws for Kobe Tunnicliffe. Again, we'd love to hear from you on Twitter throughout the game. You can hit us up at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Send us your questions, comments, feedback, analysis, whatever it is. We would love to hear from you.
And we have a tweet in from Jonathan who says, outstanding commentating all week. Keep up the great work, guys. Go back, go. We're cheering on Morgan Hillier, number 13.
Tunnicliffe connects on the first free throw.
We also have a tweet in from Adam who says, hello from Saskatchewan. Go Riverview.
I'm sure our audience tonight has divided loyalties. As McIsaac controls the ball and swings it back out for Murphy. McIsaac crossing over, and he'll be fouled out on the perimeter. That'll go against Mitchell Mercero. Beck will inbound from the far sideline. Here's Akuda. Sent it to Murphy. He bobbled the pass and sends it out to McIsaac, pulling up. He's been hot so far. Great effort from Murphy to save it. But Riverview out on the fast break now. McDonald going to draw the foul on Meservey. It did look like McDonald might have initiated the contact there, Alex.
Yeah, but Meservey didn't really get himself in a good position to be square to the offensive player. Sometimes just standing there, if you're not in the right position, is going to draw a whistle.
Bears early on with Robert Odo and Dylan Meservey on the bench. Meservey with 2 fouls. Corson O'Rourke also has 2 for Riverview. Neither free throw is good for McDonald. Here's Akuda. The handoff for Murphy. Murphy drives, kicks to Greg McIsaac, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Big stop there for RHS. With just under 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, Riverview out to a 20-12 lead. Mercero kicks it out. Tunnicliffe for 3. No good. Akuda able to get in there for the rebound. Jason Murphy setting things up for the Bears. Drives, puts up a floater, can't bank it in. Here's Mercero in transition, able to weave his way through the defense and finish. 10-point lead now for the Riverview Royals. Here's Michael Graychuk. Controlling it, driving, he's stripped. Crocker coming up with the ball for Riverview. Royals out in transition, but they'll slow things down. Crocker drives and kicks. The extra pass to Quirk in the corner. Quirk can't hit off the dribble.
Nice foul there from McDonald, getting that tip, getting it over to Mercereau. Wow, 3 times.
And a bunch of offensive rebounds here for Riverview. Robert Odo ready to check in for the Bears. The pump fake. The shot off the dribble, no good for Riverview, but another offensive board.
It's McDonald again showing that hustle here, trying to create some second chance points for the Royals.
And that has to be infuriating for Coach Greg Campbell. When you see that many consecutive offensive rebounds. It'll be Riverview ball on the sideline. Crocker inbounding. Tunnicliffe has 14 seconds on the shot clock. Quirk. Out to Mercereau, puts up a floater and finishes. When we have that many opportunities, Alex, one of them is bound to go in.
Bears now with a 2-for-1 opportunity here to end the first quarter.
Here's Odo going into the contact, has a second chance, can't get it to fall. Another opportunity here for the Bears.
Bears might elect to slow it down here. 4-second differential, but Ikuda's going to get called for a travel. And now the Royals can hold for the last possession of the first.
And Meservey will check back in for this final possession of the first quarter. "20 seconds remaining here in the first. Riverview doubling the Beck Bears right now, 24-12. Tunnicliffe kicks it out. McDonald for 3, just short. Board from Murphy. He sends it deep for Graychuk. Can't finish to finish the quarter. And that will do it for the first, folks. Riverview leading 24-12. And Alex, the Royals done a great job of not letting the big crowd get to them here in the first quarter.
Yeah, really just excellent composure. You know, we got to give a lot of credit to their coaches as well, Dave Abua and Liam Shaw. They put in the work. I mean, Riverview has the slight advantage of, as a visiting team, of knowing what the goal was like. A lot of times in the semifinals, when you're playing Beck, you don't know what to expect going into the game. Riverview has seen these games before. They know what Coal Bowl can be like. But obviously playing in front of the crowd is a different story entirely. They've done a really good job managing their emotions right now and getting off to this quick start.
So heading into the second quarter, you've got 2 key players for both teams in foul trouble. We got Corson O'Rourke with 2 fouls and Dylan Meservey with 2 fouls.
Yeah, I was a little surprised to see Coach Greg Campbell put Meservey back in for the final possession when they were on defense. I mean, normally you'd see that just put your star scorer in on the offensive end, but putting in for the defense was an interesting choice. I mean, it paid off. They got the stop.
Again, we'd love to hear from you on Twitter throughout the game. You can hit us up at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Send us your questions, comments, feedback, analysis, etc. Whatever it is, we'd love to hear from you. And the Bears will start with possession on the far sideline to start this second quarter. Tsukasa Ikuda showing off his handle in the corner and kicking it out to Jason Murphy. Another handoff for Ikuda. He spins,
nice
dishes
pass
for Graychuk, and he'll finish.
That's a great dish from Ikuda, setting up his big for an easy layup.
That brings this back to within 10. Quirk penetrates, and it's stolen away by Akuda. Akuda in transition, lays it up with the left hand. So Beck with a 4-0 run to start this second quarter. Just 2 possessions in. There's the pump fake and the kick to Tunnicliffe. The corner 3 is short. Rebound hauled in by Aaron McLean. Jason Murphy hands it off to Akuda. McLean on the wing. Fakes the handoff. Sends it back out. Murphy tried to the 3, but an offensive board from Michael Graychuk. Feeding Meservey, putting up the reverse, but couldn't get the right angle on it.
And you don't see Meservey missing too many reverse layups.
McDonald thought about it, but swings it back out. Royals swing it all the way around the perimeter till it finds Tunnicliffe. Tunnicliffe kicking out to a wide open Crocker, but he can't hit. And we'll get a foul called on Mercero, and I believe that's his second as well.
You mentioned earlier the importance of staying out of foul trouble for the Royals. Now that's 2 of their starters with a pair of fouls. Still over 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
And here's Akuda into the paint, and there's going to be a foul called on the floor. (24-16) is the score. Just over 8 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. It's going to be Gareth McKinnon checking in for Mitch Mercero.
It's Royals head coach Dave Abua having a quick word with official Nick Morash.
So the 2 players in foul trouble for Riverview on the bench. Greg Campbell electing to keep Meservey in the game. And I do think the Bears need him, especially down early. And there's the commentator's curse as he throws one off the backboard there.
Yeah, obviously if Meservey picks up his 3rd, he'll likely be done for the half, but I like this decision by Campbell electing to go with, I mean, he's definitely one of your all-star contenders.
Akuda, his floater is long, as Morgan McIsaac will go to the scores table, ready to check in. And a shot clock problem will allow McIsaac to check into the game for Jason Murphy. So the Bears.
We have Nathan Penny falling asleep at the shot clock.
So the Bears electing to go with a pretty big lineup right now, Alex. Even without Robert Odo on the floor, as a big 3 there from Josh Crocker, extending this Riverview lead to 13.
Yeah, really the only bigger lineup you can get is if you get Odo in for Akuda and have McIsaac at the point.
Meservey, nice move on the low block, but couldn't get the layup to drop. Here's Tunnicliffe. Back out to Crocker. The pump fake, from McKinnon. Skips it back out. 5 on the shot clock. Here's McDonald driving baseline. Nice dish to McKinnon, and he'll finish. That's a great pass late in the shot clock, Alex, to put Riverview up 31-16. McLean, open look from 3, in and out. That'll be deflected off Graychuk, out of bounds.
Dylan, these 2 schools have won 2 Coal Bowls each. Riverview capturing the titles back in 92 and 94. Beck taking home the gold in 2009 and 2016.
There's McKinnon. Over to Cork. Driving. Good help there from Meservey. Crocker puts it up, but can't connect. About to reach that midway point in this second quarter. Bears trailing by 15. Graychuk fakes. Tries to find McLean, but good anticipation there from Crocker, and he'll get the hoop and the harm. Josh Crocker forcing Greg Campbell into a timeout. And Alex, what do the Bears need to do to climb their way back into this game?
Yeah, they need to bring a little bit more energy right now. They're kind of getting hung up on the fact that Riverview wasn't shocked by this crowd. I mean, that's one of their big advantages. Need to do a better job just trying to make this just like any other game, right? They kind of got to play their style of basketball, not get too hyped up into the moment, and just execute their main plays as they've been doing all season long. As I said earlier, they had a really tight game with Riverview in their last meeting. Try and get back to the basics that kind of set you up for that one. And then maybe in the fourth quarter, when you have a tight game, that's when the crowd can start to elevate you to a place where you can start to take over.
And Alex, it seems like Beck is high-powered enough on offense to make a run on this Riverview team, but any mistake that they're making on defense just seems to come back to bite them, and Riverview are making them pay.
Yeah, Riverview very good in transition. I mean, you got a guy like Mitch Mercero who's in foul trouble. He can really play the 1 through the 5. Such a versatile team. A number of their players actually can carry the ball up for them or go down on the low block.
And Alex, that versatility that you mentioned, so useful on the defensive end as well, allows you to switch on screens. To guard anyone. So Robert Odo coming into the game after the timeout. Jason Murphy coming back in as well, as Crocker completes the and one at the free throw line.
And we'd love to give a shout out to Chad Dixon, who's watching the game. Great to have you with us, Chad.
Meservey, good save there from Graychuk. But Riverview end up with the ball. Here's Tunnicliffe crossing over into the paint, rejected at the rim by Morgan McIsaac. So it's going to be Riverview ball on the baseline. Josh Crocker inbounding for the Royals. Crocker jabbing. Robert Odo into this defensive possession. Quirk throws it up, and it's rebounded by McIsaac. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the second. Here's Meservey trying to feed Odo down low, but turned over. Here's Crocker driving, kicking. McDonald can't connect on the three. And here's Jason Murphy. Driving left, kicking out. McIsaac started the game hot, but has cooled down since. Gareth McKinnon bringing it up the court and slowing it down. Crocker back to McKinnon. He'll drive baseline, and Crocker wide open for three. Unable to get it to drop, and Tunnicliffe knocks it out of bounds. And Riverview coaches Abua and Shaw Haven't really had to go back to Mercereau and O'Rourke here in the second quarter, able to keep them out of further foul trouble. The bench really playing well for them, Alex.
Yeah, they've had a comfortable lead throughout this first half. I expect that if you see the Bears make a little bit of a run here, you'll see them re-enter the game. And looks like Odo's going to get called for an offensive foul, wrapping the off. Oh, double dribble.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the double dribble. I thought he was getting called for the wraparound.
And there's a skip pass over to Gareth McKinnon. Quirk driving left. Can't finish. Odo secures the rebound and gets it to Murphy. Murphy pushing it up the floor to McIsaac. McIsaac can't finish through the contact. He'll put it up, and he gets it to fall. That was the first Bears bucket in quite a while, Alex. They've been struggling on the offensive end here in the second.
Yeah, Riverview doing a good job defensively. Not giving this home crowd much to cheer about.
Rebound hauled in by Michael Graychuk. And Jason Murphy cruises up the court, gets a big screen from Odo, and he finds the big target down low. Perfect screen and roll right there, Alex.
Yeah, excellent execution. That's a nice touch pass as well. And Odo with the soft hands to finish down low.
Here's McKinnon driving, and they'll call a foul against Morgan McIsaac. Joey Spencer going to check in for RHS. Ben McDonald will take a seat. Here's Kobe Tunnicliffe over to Dylan Quirk. Crocker kicks it out. McKinnon thought about it. 3 to shoot. Here's Crocker with the step back, and he hits. Such an unguardable move, Alex.
Yeah, that's a timely shot too. Bears look like they were having a good defensive possession, trying to get a little momentum going into the half.
Here's McIsaac for 3. Just a bit long on that one. And here comes Crocker. Off the dribble again and able to put a stop to that Little Bears run.
Crocker's played very well here in the opening half. Really been that spark for the Royals. Getting them out to an 18-point lead here with a minute and a half to go before halftime.
And Morgan McIsaac down for the Bears. Looks to be in pain as Sandy Carney will go out and take a look.
That's Greg Campbell.
McIsaac is dealing with an injury earlier in the week as well. In his grade 12 year, not good to see him down in such a big game.
And he's able to get up with the assistance of Coach Kearney. Looks like it is that ankle injury that he's been dealing with all week.
And it will be Riverview ball. And looks like they'll send Dylan Meservey back into the game. Bears down 18. Minute and a half remaining here in the first half. As they make sure the floor is safe.
Looks like they're using one of the warm-ups from the Royals players to dry up the sweat. If they're already sweaty, Isn't that kind of just, compounding the issue?
I didn't want to take this conversation there, Alex. I was going to avoid talking about sweat. But had to make it weird for the audience.
Is that weird?
I don't know. No one likes talking about it.
I think everyone knows that these boys are out there sweating hard, Dylan.
You just imply it. You don't have to just be like, oh, they're going to clean up all that sweat. Taking quite a while to...
Yeah, they're just kicking their shoes around, not doing anything out there. No particular reason.
Again, you can hit us up on Twitter throughout the game, at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Questions, comments, feedback, analysis, whatever it is, we'd love to hear from you. Wow, I really messed that up. I've been saying it so much. I never thought I'd mess it up.
Yeah, it's kind of second nature. Those words just flow together.
Quirk can't hit the three. Here's Akuta ceding the ball to Jason Murphy, who will set things up.
Reminder that at the conclusion of this game, we'll have our second semifinal between Halifax Grammar and the Yorkton Raiders. That promises to be another good one.
5 to shoot here for Akuta. Akuta gets it to Odo. He puts it up.
And that's going to be a shot clock violation. 52 and a half seconds to go here in the half.
And the Bears are taking quite a long time to just get into the flow of their offense, Alex. Not leaving them much room for error late in the shot clock. Here's Crocker. Inside out dribble, kicks it out. Tunnicliffe short on the three. Battle for the board, and it'll be a jump ball.
And possession is going to remain with the Royals. Going to be 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Crocker inbounding for the Royals. Here's Tunnicliffe. Steps back, tries to get into the paint, but it's poked away by Murphy. Murphy on a 2-on-1, nice move, but can't get the left-hand layup to go.
Not sure why he went to his left there. Looked like he actually had a lane on the right side. But with a second and a half differential between game clock and shot clock, looks like the Royals will be able to hold for the last shot of the first half.
Foul called there against Jason Murphy as he tried to poke the ball away. Tunnicliffe lobs it in for Crocker. And he will just hold for this last shot. Crocker pulls up, long. McKinnon in there on the board, puts it up to beat the buzzer. But that will do it for the first half. The Riverview Royals, big lead on the Beck Bears, 38-20. We'll be back with you in about 10 minutes for the second half. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone, and welcome back for the second half of action between the local teams, Riverview Royals and the Breton Education Centre Bears. I usually have a canned opening, Alex, and it involves AUS TV, which this isn't.
Just nothing to go there, right?
But the Bears trailing the Royals by 18 here in the second half.
We are live on YouTube on Cape Breton Calling, not AUS TV.
Nice take to the hoop from Meservey, and a big possession to start this third quarter for the Bears.
Yeah, this third quarter, very important. Bears need to get some momentum going in their direction, and that's not going to help as Crowther continues to have a big game for Riverview. Bears really need to get this game a little more within reach going into the fourth. Try to get this big crowd cheering once again. And Dylan, we've been there before. If the game's not close, some of the people start heading to their cars, and that's a big deflation for the Bears.
And Alex, what do you think the realistic margin the Bears want to get to heading into the fourth?
I mean, if they can get to single digits, I think that would be great. It's still not out of reach, even under 15. But the big thing right now is make sure the Royals don't start to pull away even more here in the third quarter.
There's a drive from Mercero, and he gets the floater to fall. 43-22. Pick and roll from Akuda and Odo. Odo double clutches and finishes.
That's a nice finish from Odo.
Gets the friendly roll. Crocker, the three, and always has an answer. 46-24, Riverview. Here's Meservey. Into the paint, banks it in. And the Bears really can't afford to be trading buckets right now with the Royal squad.
Yeah, no, right now it's all about the defensive stops to try and cut into this 20-point Royals lead.
Crocker pulling up from three. Can't find rim on that one. And Alex, it will be a little more, the defense will be a little more stressed right now for the Bears with O'Rourke and Mercero back into the game after missing most of the second quarter with foul trouble. Meservey bounces it in. Odo can't finish.
And you can see they're really trying to go to Odo, use his size to their advantage. He's much bigger than the undersized big in O'Rourke. But O'Rourke, a hard worker, playing some good defense on that low block.
McIsaac secures the rebound and hands the ball off to Sukasa Akuda. Akuda driving left, kicking. McIsaac pulls up for three. Big shot for Greg McIsaac. And this has to be a crucial defensive possession here for the Bears. Try and start a run as Mercero drives, and he'll be fouled on the floor. Again, we'd love to hear from you on Twitter throughout the game, at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Send us your questions, comments, feedback, analysis, etc. Whatever it is, we'd love to hear from you. Tunnicliffe falls short on the three.
Yeah, we have a tweet in, sorry Dylan, from Wendy, who says, cheering on from Dartmouth, missing the Waterford this week. For sure, go Bears go. My daughter says Riverview was overplaying like crazy, so back cut. You can do this, go Bears, Wendy.
And there's the drive and kick, and that'll be called a travel. Bears starting to mount a run here. It's back to a 14-point game. And that was the last time they got it to 14. There's a big three from Josh Crocker that put it into that run. Here's Tsukasa Ikuda. 16 on the shot clock. Ikuda crosses over into the paint, puts up a floater, but can't fall. Here comes Crocker, kicking it out to Tunnicliffe. Crocker open for three, and there's another one for Josh Crocker. The lead back up to 17. Here's Odo. Putting it up, gets his own board, up again, and he'll go to the free throw line. And we have a tweet in, Alex, from Sarah Farrow. She says, loving the Coal Bowl live feed, enjoying the great commentating from our ComLabs alum, Dylan White. Hashtag CBU proud. Love the communication department at CBU. And Odo looking to go 1 of 2 from the line here after missing the first one. Missed them both.
It looks like we're going to have a violation on Mercero. So maybe one more shot for Odo.
Odo buries the third free throw.
Yeah, making good on that extra attempt, cutting the lead down to 16.
Mercero kicks out Crocker. Can't hit the three. And Kuda and Odo almost got into some friendly fire there on that rebound. Here's Murphy bouncing it out to McIsaac. 13 on the shot clock. Murphy pulls up for three, rattles it in. 13-point game. The last thing you want right now if you're the Bears is a Crocker three. That might be the first thing you want. Ikuda steals it away. He'll slow the pace. Pulls up. That one is long. Mercero skips it over. Crocker fakes, drives baseline. And he'll draw the foul, and that's going to go against Dylan Meservey. That'll be his third foul.
I mean, right now, if you're Coach Craig Campbell, you just got to stay out Meservey. You have all first half. Actually looks like they're going to call the foul on Robert Odo.
That's a big break there. Probably could have gone on either of them. They were both in there. As Crocker hits that first free throw. Crocker extends that lead back up to 15. Riverview applying some full court pressure now. Jason Murphy able to beat the press, and a lucky bounce there for Jason Murphy, who finishes inside. Here's Mercero driving, met by Odo, but he'll get the roll on the floater. Lead back up to 15. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Murphy gets the screen from Odo, finds Greg McIsaac in the corner. And good anticipation there from Tunnicliffe. In transition, he'll finish.
Yeah, knowing that Meservey doesn't want to foul there. Good job attacking, not slowing down.
And it's going to be a moving screen called against Robert Odo. That'll be his second foul.
Yeah, Odo dipping the shoulder down there while setting the screen. Good call by official Nick Morash.
Here's Crocker driving, kicking out to Quirk. Quirk pulling up, falls short. 3:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Murphy, nice little fake out to the corner and the finish with the left. I haven't really seen that move ever, Alex.
No, yeah, it really looked like I fell for the fake. I thought he was going to kick it to the corner for the shot, but good move to get that floater up and in.
Tunnicliffe jabs, drives, and dishes to O'Rourke. And that's a tough finish for Corson O'Rourke. Here's Murphy looking to answer. And he'll be fouled by Mitchell Mercero. That's his third, and Ben McDonald will check into the game for him. And we'll get a timeout for Greg Campbell and the Bears. And Alex, what do you think Coach Campbell is telling his team right now?
Well, he's probably going to try and set up a press right now, try to get a little bit of momentum going into this fourth quarter. We got 3 minutes to go here in the third. 17-point lead for the Royals. So, I mean, you gotta get something going soon. You can't afford to be going down 20 into the fourth quarter against this quality team of the Royals.
And Alex, they've been able to get it up to 13. I think that was the closest they've came here in the quarter. And Riverview just doing a great job of answering these Beck runs. And this timeout gives us a perfect opportunity to thank the Coal Bowl 2019 sponsors. Shout out to the gold sponsors at Nova Scotia Power and Waterford Rotary. You've got your silver sponsors with Cape Breton Victoria Regional Centre for Education, the CBRM, the KOC of New Waterford, Midtown Pharmasave, Province of Nova Scotia, RBC, Scotiabank, Something Creative, Subway, and Strong Chiropractic. Looks like we're just about ready to resume play for the final 3 minutes of the third quarter. Riverview in front, 57-40. A reminder, you can hit us up on Twitter at Dylan_White or at AlexMcLeod24. Send us your questions, comments, feedback, analysis, whatever it is. We'd love to hear from you. You can also send tweets to at Coal Bowl Live. Murphy, that's going to be a 5-second violation. And that's not what you want coming out of a timeout.
And Bears still electing not to press.
This is a very skilled Riverview team, and they can deal with that pressure pretty well as O'Rourke gets the and one. O'Rourke extending that lead to 19. Orson O'Rourke looking to make this a 20-point game.
O'Rourke really the heart and soul of this Royals team. Works so hard, an undersized big, but always seems to be involved, getting lots of rebounds, strong defensively.
Quirk with the three, and it's the largest lead of the night for Riverview, 22 points. Riverview applying some full court pressure, and I have no clue what the backover rules are anymore, Alex.
That was a good non-call. He was actually straddling the line there.
And O'Rourke in transition, finishing 24-point lead. Things getting away from the Bears right now. Robert Odo heading to the table to go back in. Here's Akuta. Gets over half, just in time. Gets a screen from Meservey, but kicks it to the corner to Murphy. Murphy driving baseline. It's a tough shot to put up. McDonald. The extra pass for O'Rourke, but he can't finish. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Bears trailing by 24. Here's Akuda right to the rack. And he'll finish with the left hand. Beck really needed that bucket. Here's Crocker. O'Rourke on the perimeter, skipping it back out. McDonald driving, and he won't finish with the left.
Just over a minute to go here in the third quarter. 64-42 in favor of the Riverview Royals.
And Tsukasa Akuda will draw the foul and go to the line for two. Robert Odo coming in for Michael Graychuk, while Gareth McKinnon will check in for Ben McDonald. And Tsukasa Akuda hits that first free throw. 1 minute remaining here in the third. Going 1 of 2 from the line there. Quirk driving, bringing it back out for Crocker. Tunnicliffe. Ball movement so good for Riverview right now, and Quirk connects on an open three. Here's Akuda. The crossover. 14 on the shot clock, and we'll get a foul called on the floor. That'll be the fourth team foul of the quarter on Riverview, so no free throws for Beck.
14-second differential between game clock and shot clock.
Here's Akuda getting a double screen there, driving, floating one up, but it goes in and out. Crocker in transition, can't muscle it up and in, and we'll get a foul called on Greg McIsaac, and we'll get 2 free throws for Corson O'Rourke.
The crowd not a fan of that call.
Nothing going the Bears' way right now, as Corson O'Rourke looking to extend this lead to close out this third quarter. Short on the first free throw. .14 seconds remaining here in the third as he goes 1 of 2 from the line. Murphy sends it to McIsaac. McIsaac trying to muscle it up, but can't. Crocker comes up with it, gets it to McKinnon, and he'll put it up, but can't finish, and it probably wouldn't have been good anyway.
Didn't look like he got that one off anyways. But after 3 quarters of play, it's a 25-point lead for Riverview over the hometown Bears.
And Alex, it just looks like Riverview is a better team right now. Not much the Bears can do. The way they're moving the ball on offense is really incredible here in this semifinal game.
I mean, Riverview's been very impressive all week, all year really. They've showed their dominance not only just in the league, but they picked up some big wins this week against St. John, Leduc,
and St. Pat's.
And St. Pat's, that's the other one. They played well. I mean, they're a young team too. They only have 1 grade 10 in their starting lineup and 4 grade 11s. So they're going to be returning their whole starting lineup next year. definitely going to be competing for a provincial title, not only this year, but next year.
One of those teams will be in competition with Halifax Grammar. We'll see them in the next game. They play Yorkton, and Halifax Grammar definitely favored heading into that one. We may see a rematch of the first game of the week for both Grammar and RHS in the final. That's if RHS is able to hold on here in the final 10 minutes and beat the Bears.
Yorkton going into that one with a 3-1 record. The lone loss coming against the Bears. It was a very tight game. They played against Beck in that one. Bears coming out. Looks like they're in a zone. They might be in a man, actually. Just the way Greychuck started there, looked like they were going into 2-3, but they'll drop back.
And Carter Brown seeing his first action. And last night's game against Polyvalente Lancienne Lorette, Brown had a pretty good game off the bench. Hit 2 big threes. It'll be Riverview ball on the sideline. Tunnicliffe spinning into the paint, kicking it out for Cork. 8 on the shot clock. Tunnicliffe pulls up. No good. And you have to think on defense, Alex. You need a hand up at all times. Everyone on this Riverview team can shoot. Can't afford open looks.
Yeah, easier said than done, obviously. Yeah. They do such a good job moving the ball around, finding the open player. Really a testament to the great job that Dave Abua and Liam Shaw have done with them all year.
Jason Murphy inbounding for the Bears. Brown hands it back off to Murphy. He bounces it forward for Greychuck. Murphy, the 3, off target. Greychuck couldn't get his hands on the offensive board initially, but he finally dives and sends it back out. Meservey for 3, in and out. The board for McKinnon. Quirk in transition, fouled hard, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's Meservey's 3rd foul. O'Rourke has 4 for Riverview. Those 2 free throws make it 70-43, just under 9 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Good anticipation there from Crocker in transition. And he'll draw the foul. Go to the line for 2. Crocker really might be the MVP of this game for Riverview. Anytime the Bears started to get back into it a little bit, he was able to hit that big shot and put a stop to their run.
Yeah, he's been excellent throughout on both sides of the ball. We've talked a lot about how efficient he's been scoring the ball in big moments, but he's put in a lot of great work on the defensive end as well.
Jason Murphy taking a seat for the Bears in his grade 12 year. Here's Sukasa Akuda. Setting things up for Beck. The lob inside. Odo couldn't corral it. Here's Crocker. drives, kicks out, Tunnicliffe for three. That falls short. Will go off the hand of Robert Odo and out of bounds. So Josh Crocker inbounding once again for Riverview. And we'll get a foul called. That'll go against Meservey. It'll be his fourth.
29-point lead here for the Royals.
And Greg McIsaac will come in for Meservey. As they tend to the sweat on the floor.
Oh, we're allowed to say sweat this
We're allowed,
half, are we?
might as well, whatever. Just over 8 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Riverview in front 72-43. You can send us some tweets to beat the buzzer at Dylan_White, at Alex McLeod 24. There's the three. Can't connect. Carter Brown sends a skip pass out to McIsaac. McIsaac handing off. Akuda looking to feed Odo down low, and Mercero will pick up his third foul. Might be his fourth foul, as Ben McDonald checks in for him. Here's Odo trying to muscle it in, can't get the roll. Offensive board. And Odo has really been a bright spot for the Bears tonight, Alex.
Yeah, he's worked really hard on that low block. He's got a soft touch as well. It's just not really enough happening around him right now. He's a good secondary scorer for the Bears, but they need that offensive leadership from Meservey and Murphy.
And that injury to Morgan McIsaac earlier in the game really hurt the Bears' comeback hopes in this one. Been dealing with that ankle injury all week. Yep, Ben McDonald at the line for Riverview. Extends that Riverview lead. Royals still applying some full court pressure. Akuda driving, dishing to Odo. Puts up a pump fake and finishes through the contact. Here's Tunnicliffe, crossover, and the kick out for McKinnon. Pump fake from Crocker. McKinnon fires up the corner three, off target, offensive board from McDonald. Nice Euro step there from Crocker to evade the defender and finish.
Very nice finish there, off balance. Looked like he jumped off the wrong foot and still had the wherewithal to get it to go.
That's going to be a back over called against the Bears. And Riverview will call a timeout. And again, following the conclusion of this game, we have the second semifinal between the Yorkton Raiders and Halifax Grammar Griffins. It is the Griffins, right?
First I'm hearing of the Griffins, but it sounds right.
If I'm wrong, you know, I've been wrong plenty before.
Kind of rolls off the tongue, Halifax Grammar Griffins. I'll back you up on that one.
And this gives us another opportunity to thank the great Coal Bowl 2019 sponsors. I mean, shout out to the bronze sponsors. We've already been through gold and silver, but bronze, still great. Cape Breton University, Destination Cape Breton Association, Oral Superior Sausage, Mayflower Mall, and Waterford Credit Union, AA Monroe Insurance, and Strum Insurance, featuring Jared Pfeiffer.
And it looks like the Bears will be looking for a bronze medal in tomorrow's game, unless a wild comeback happens here in the last 6 minutes and change.
Crocker out to inbound after that back over call. Crocker drives, kicks it out. 6 on the shot clock. Tunnicliffe goes behind his back. Out, Crocker open for 3. That would have been close anyway, as the shot clock is at 0.
A little surprised to see Crocker still in the game right now. 29-point lead. Seems pretty safe. These Royals will have to play again tomorrow at 2 o'clock against the winner of Grammar and Yorkton.
And that Riverview starting lineup has seen so much action this week. Good opportunity to get the bench into the game as Tsukasa Kuda puts up the floater. Spin move from Tunnicliffe, kicks it out to McKinnon. Crocker spins, regains control. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Crocker faking, getting into the paint. What a beautiful up and under move. And the finish. (78-49) for the Riverview Royals. Almost halfway through this fourth quarter. Ben McDonald will pick up a foul for Riverview. That's their 4th team foul of the quarter. Carter Brown ready to inbound for the Bears. 3rd team foul of the quarter. Akuda pulls up. Too much on that one. Spin move from Robert Odo, and he'll finish down low.
Robert Odo definitely came to play today. He's having a standout game for the Bears.
The 3 from Quirk. Can't get the roll. Here comes Akuda into the corner. Greg McIsaac will go to the line for 2. Crowd just willing that one to go in, but unsuccessful, as Meservey will check back in for Carter Brown. Isaac, grade 12. Played last few years with the JV team here at Breton Education Centre. Isaac 0 of 2 from the line. Odo tried to corral that rebound, but has it knocked away, but it's still Bears ball. Isaac ready to inbound on the baseline. Isaac trying to feed Odo, able to gain possession, and a great move from Robert Odo. I don't know if anyone else has scored here in the 4th for Beck.
Odo, a one-man show right now.
Murphy to McIsaac. A skip pass from Meservey, unable to get his Antonio Brown on and keep it in bounds. Toby Tunnicliffe sends it over to Dylan Quirk. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. The drive and kick from Quirk to Crocker, but he misses the three. Meservey sizing up Quirk. Acrobatic layup won't fall. Nice pump fake there from McDonald, but short. Here comes Greg McIsaac. 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Murphy to McIsaac, down low. Odo with the hook, and he'll be whistled for over the back. And the crowd quite unhappy with that call.
Looks like the right call. Maybe a call you can let go down 25, but it did look like he pushed off a little bit going for that rebound. I know you're an advocate of letting the big boys just battle down there.
Yep. And it didn't look like a blatant push or anything. I mean, he's just bigger. Crocker misses on the first free throw. And that's where the Bet crowd should be chanting "Ball Don't Lie," channeling their inner Rasheed Wallace.
Shout out to Sheed if you're watching.
And there's Dylan Meservey with the and one. As Aaron McLean is ready to check in for the Bears.
And we have a message in from Jason Hogan, who says, an insane fact, the blue whale is so large that if it were laid long ways on a basketball court, the game would be canceled.
Wow.
Thanks for that insight, Jason.
Well. Nice to have some sideline input from Jason Hogan. Odo able to get to that and knock it out of bounds, but it'll remain Riverview ball. 3.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Lobbed in for Tunnicliffe. Tunnicliffe beats Murphy into the paint. Can't finish. Here's Jason Murphy. The handoff to Meservey. Another handoff for Michael Graychuk. Lobbing it into Odo. Can't get that to fall. There is O'Rourke making it 80-56 for Riverview. Less than 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. A play action fake there from Murphy. He'll skip it out to Meservey, who connects on the three. Back down 21. Here's O'Rourke kicking it out to Crocker. Gets Graychuk with the pump fake. Mercero back out. Tunnicliffe right to the rim, and the and one. Foul gonna go against Robert Odo.
That's his 5th personal foul.
And Robert Odo exiting the game.
Good round of applause here for Odo. He had a great game today.
Probably the best game out of anyone in this Beck lineup.
The crowd showing their appreciation.
We got one free throw forthcoming for Kobe Tunnicliffe. Long on the free throw. Battle for the loose ball. O'Rourke gets in there, and Graychuk picks up a foul. Two more free throws coming, this time for Dylan Quirk.
That's great hustle by O'Rourke, up by 23 points, still diving for loose balls on the floor. Royals with all their starters in now, up by 23 with 2 minutes to go.
Quirk connecting on that free throw. Jason Murphy drives, kicks to Graychuk. Graychuk stripped of the ball. Murphy for three. That falls short, rebounded by O'Rourke. Here's Corson O'Rourke, kicks it back out. Crocker. The drive from Mercero. Can't rattle it in. Offensive board from O'Rourke, and he's fouled hard by maybe both Murphy and McIsaac down low.
It's going to go against Murphy. That's his fifth foul.
And do you think you get all of your starters off right now if you're Riverview? Things getting a little chippy out on the court.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to sit Quirk. He's likely done for the rest of the game. And Joey Spencer's ready to check in for O'Rourke if he can make the second free throw.
O'Rourke wanting to stay in the game a little longer. Misses that second free throw. Pump fakes. Spinning. Kicking out. The three is short for Cameron McKay. Nice bounce pass
from Okuda.
And Greg McIsaac finishes off the nice pass. It's a 23-point game. O'Rourke fouled. He'll go to the line again. Coach Abua just can't get him out of the game.
Spencer still having to wait.
Tunnicliffe will take a seat. Dawson Sampson into the game for Riverview. O'Rourke hits the first free throw. Just over a minute remaining here in the fourth quarter.
O'Rourke is just not ready to leave the floor.
Sukasa Okuda coming up with it. Okuda driving, and he'll go to the line now. As Spencer will finally get his chance to check in. Again, following the conclusion of this game, we have the second semifinal between Yorkton and Halifax Grammar.
Grammar going to that one 4-0 on the week. Yorkton at 3-1. Both teams picked up wins in round robin play earlier today.
So Redshaw and Skinner will check in for Riverview. Full substitution here for the Bears. And it's always tough, especially for those grade 12s on Beck. This is what they work for every year.
Into the game is Hillier, Brown, Cashin, McSween, and Conrad. For under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter.
There's a fade away from Cameron McKay. Carter Brown loses it, and it'll be a jump ball. Bears possession. McSween inbounding for Beck. Lobbing it in, looking for Hillier. Stolen away by Spencer. Bounces it over to Redshaw, who finishes. Hillier. Back out to Brown. 10 on the shot clock. Dylan McSween. Here's Carter Brown, needs to put it up. Here comes Redshaw. Let's see if Riverview just hold for the, well, just run the clock out, sorry. And they will, that will do it. Riverview Royals advancing to another Coal Bowl final. 89-63, the final score. We'll be back with you in about 20 minutes for the second semifinal between Halifax Grammar and Yorkton. Please stay tuned, and thanks for joining us.